Hi. Today is going to be a little bit different. It's going on 1:15 in the morning, and I wanted to record this like 2 hours ago, and I can't even remember why I didn't anymore. Basically, this is gonna require some explanation. I don't want to go to bed, but I have to explain this so this can upload overnight. The past 2 days, my friends and I we were talking in art class, right? And the way we were talking, it was the kind of talking that just like flows, like unbroken from one topic to the next, and we ended up talking about everything. We talked about, like we were debating about like Mal's hair color for a while. Ended up talking about Narnia, talking about the gender spectrum, and all sorts of fun topics. So today, or I guess yesterday technically, we decided we're gonna record our conversation and see what happens. Well, it ended up being pretty disjointed, I must say. It was not nearly as good as the previous times. But I recorded 30 minutes of our audio, edited it down into like 13 minutes because that was how much of it was actually entertaining. And that's what's gonna happen now. Like, it'll pop up. There's not gonna be any footage really. It's just gonna pop up on the screen. It's gonna pop up on the screen what we're talking about, basically. Like, it's gonna just show a picture of the thing we're talking about, just so you can like keep track of when we change topics. This might be a terrible idea for a video, but I don't know. I figured that I was entertained enough by the stuff we talked about to decide to put it on the internet. Also, before we actually go into the thing, this DVD case of Lemonade Mouth right here is, this was just, I just kind of had this here. This is actually the Lemonade Mouth Extended Edition. See? Right? It's actually my most prized possession along with the Lemonade Mouth book. And it's just kind of like right here. I just kind of had it. And I guess this is a sign that I actually should say that, because I was debating where I should say this, because this is a thing that happened on Twitter, but I kind of have I have like too much to say about it. You may have seen on Twitter I posted this, and well, you know, that was just me posting a song lyric like I do, and these people decided to go into the replies and make it freaking sexual. And I just gotta address this. Determinate is not to be made sexual. Okay? It is a hard rock anthem, an inspirational jam, and a force to be reckoned with. It is not to be made sexual. And what the fuck? They said it was like it was push until you can't and then demand more. I don't even know how that is sexual. Like, push until you can't and then demand more. If that's how you're having sex, then you're doing it wrong, I think. I don't actually have any sexual experience, but I've heard enough. And with that, I think we can get into the main part of the video. So now transition into the audio portion.
Like a 1950.
We need to make sure we're like speaking loud enough for this thing to hear us.
Oh, we get one.
We will.
Especially if we get to debate.
Especially if we start talking about Phineas and Ferb again.
Wait, what were we talking about Phineas and Ferb yesterday?
Yesterday you said the first season was trash. And I think I remembered. Yeah, you said yesterday that the first season was trash, but you also said you loved the science fair episode, which is in the first season.
It is? I could have sworn it was in the second one. Yeah. It's a gel pen. It's a white gel pen.
What was it supposed to do?
It's just a white pen. And so, like, instead of using a white colored pencil, because if I use this, it just blends the colored pencil, but this puts actual white on there.
Oh.
but because
So you're
it's colored pencil.
you're getting fancy pants, basically. You're getting 2 fancy pants for us.
No, we talked about the sentence. Let's talk about your opinion on zombies. Yeah, I did.
Of course, we've been over this since when I actually did zombies. Well, I didn't like Zombies 2 initially when I
Give me a
first
second
watched
to
it.
remember the plot. Oh, that's the okay. Remember the plot.
But after I've watched it, I like it. Because the thing I realized is like Zombies 1 and 2 are they're giving you the same kind of message, but also it's in like different ways.
Do you know what bothered me so much? Like the way that like the first movie was the whole thing about like, you know, getting the monster walls and stuff repealed and all that fun stuff. And they're like, yeah, you can all be together now. And the second there was even like a possibility of a werewolf, they're like, just kidding. And it went right back to the way it was in the first movie.
But that was just the proof that like they didn't actually care about those laws. They were really desperate to get them back in effect because they were still idiots.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, with Zombies 1, it was the whole...
Do you know what's a good song in Zombies 2? Call to the Wild. A banger, right there.
It's not playlist worthy.
What do you mean?
Okay, yeah, so the thing about Zombies 1 is it's the whole message of, like, everyone is the same, everyone is the same sort of thing, despite our differences sort of thing, so it's like, hey, these people are different, but, like, they should be treated the same way anyway, and it's like, oh, yeah, that's great, but then Zombies 2 was like, we're all gonna embrace our differences, because that's what makes us stronger than that.
Wait. I need to talk about something here real quick that I just remembered that I just absolutely despise about the first and second Zombies movie.
Addison's white hair.
She's like, yeah, I've always been different. I have to like hide my hair. Like, no, I'm pretty sure, I can't remember if it was during the first or second movie, but at one point she was having a conversation with Zed, who is a literal zombie, right? He's not going to fit into society as the way they want it to because he's a literal zombie. And he's like, yeah, I'm never going to fit in here because like I'm different because he's literally different. And she's like, you don't think I know what that feels like? I've been hiding my true self for as long as I can remember. Like, ma'am, it's white hair.
No, you see,
once you grew it out, it was just really light blonde.
That's a whole, like, demonstration of, like, how unaccepting Seabrook really is at the place. Because, like, they can't even accept her.
She was literally comparing Zed not being accepted because he's a zombie to, oh no, I have really light blonde hair. Which still doesn't have an explanation, but I don't think it's a needed explanation because her hair is white, okay?
Well, like, it was weird because in the first movie her hair was, like, actually white, but in the second movie it was just blonde.
Yeah. Also, her wig, like, for the white hair in the first movie, after she, like, when she took the wig off and it showed, like, her white hair, she couldn't have just put it up in a bun and then put the wig over that. She had to chop it off in all different lengths and make it look stupid.
In the first movie?
In the first movie, yeah. Like,
but
when she does the big reveal, like, man, what?
Well, obviously she hasn't been maintaining her hair if it's been hidden under a wig all these years.
But literally within the first song, it shows her adjusting the wig. I'm assuming she takes it off to wash her hair and to like wash the wig and stuff. She's not going to keep it on 24/7.
But if she doesn't have to present her white hair to the public, then why is she going to care for it that much? Like,
because no, if you look at the way it was all like choppy and stuff. I mean, someone had to have done that. You couldn't have just chopped it off at an even length.
I think she might have been sad.
Probably. She just got, depressed, chopped it all off, and was like, shouldn't have done that. What if that's the whole backstory behind her hair? She got sad, chopped it off, didn't like it, and was like, oh no, I have to cover it with a wig now. And then people just got so used to it that they were like, no, don't have white hair.
The problem was actually with her hair length and not her hair color. Everyone got mad about how ugly the length was.
I'd be too. I would be too. But do you know what's also really stupid? The reaction that happens. Like if somebody at our football game took off a wig and was like, guys, just see my real hair. We'd be like, cool, move, we want to see the game. She did it and everybody's like, boo, get off the stage.
The game got cancelled. But also, I can't really argue on this one because I haven't been to one of those. Because
it's not high school if you don't go to a high school football game.
I'm in high school.
They're like the best things ever in the fall. It's what makes school worthwhile.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna drink my
don't
my
understand.
apple
You
cider
don't-
and
you
eat
don't
my
understand.
toffee apple and watch some dudes jump on top of
Listen,
each
like, it's a
other.
different thing of being on the field and playing and putting on a show, but it's a different thing hearing all the tea, looking at all the drama and like, all the tension and watching the football game and then winning.
Yes.
You don't understand.
As I was gonna say, I can't like because I've never been there. I can't really argue, but I feel like nobody would even pay attention if Addison did that whole reveal. at the
Well, I
game.
mean, she did her whole like thing with that thing, so. Yeah, at our football game, we'd be like, okay, good for you, and then move on.
Like, at our football game, people would start laughing at you. Look at this clown.
And then everyone on Monday would be talking about it.
Yes.
And then everybody would forget about it by the next week.
Or the next day.
Do you know what I don't get? You keep telling me I'm so good at watercolor, right? But then you
Because
don't.
you
But then you don't accept any of the advice I give you on how to make it look better.
Because I don't want to do it.
Oh my god. Well, like watermelon is just so good.
Well, I remember 2 days ago in chemistry we were watching Descendants 2.
Yeah, which we still need to finish.
Well, I mean, I've seen Descendants 2 a whole bunch.
But now, no, because it's now on my Disney Plus, just in the continue watching section, and I need to get it out of
Oh,
there.
I hate when that happens.
Like, please, get out. I hate it when I accidentally click on something and accidentally start playing it, and then it's stuck in my continue watching for like ever.
You know what I do? I just click on it, fast forward all the way to the end, leave like a minute left, let it run, and then like go do something, come back, it's done. It's
That's
gone.
actually a good
There's a
idea.
good fix.
Or when I finish a movie and sometimes it glitches and say, oh, I started the movie all over. Have you ever eaten something really hot, like spicy? No, spicy, not really hot. And then like, you know, for some reason outside of your lip burns
Yes.
on top of it.
One time I went to Buffalo Wild Wings with my friends, and they like told me they'd give me $10 to try like the spiciest wing there. I didn't eat the wing. I just took like a little bit of the sauce. The outside of my lips burned so bad the rest of the night.
I'm
I
thinking
was gonna say, you should
I'm
not have
thinking to
taken
myself,
that.
Oh, it was $10 though. So
Well, it's $10. That's not
this was
worth $10.
before I had a job. Okay.
Even so, that's not worth.
I only got money twice a year, and each time it was only ever like $100,
I can't even
maybe less.
remember a time, you know? Like, I refuse to remember what it is to be broke. You know?
Literally, now that I have a job, I'm like, how did I not have all this money before?
And don't take this offensive, but like, don't be proud about it either. Just listen and nod. You remind me of my aunt's dog.
Your aunt's dog?
Yeah, he's a lab.
Okay. Well, I don't know anything about this dog, so I don't know how I could take this as offensive or. a
Right. So that's why I said just. He looks like. Yeah, he looks something like this.
Oh. And I have the same energy as this dog.
No, it's just like
Wait, let me see.
it reminds me of.
That makes sense.
So it must be an
does.
energy thing. Jeez.
It's more of an appearance thing.
An appearance thing. Good grief. I can't win around here.
I think
I can see
my
it.
dog.
It makes sense.
This is my dog.
You have a dog?
No, I don't have a dog. I'm just saying, like, if I were a dog,
Oh.
it's probably what I would look like. Because one, I'm skinny.
Oh.
One, I'm skinny, but two, like, I'm vicious.
That, oh my gosh, that actually, that can see that.
Like, you can see me, you know?
It's little like mop dog. Yeah.
Those are big, hefty mop dogs.
A mop dog?
Yeah, have you never seen those?
I mean, I watched the dog show. I used to watch dog show every
Oh my
year.
gosh. It's the way that you only know that is through a dog show.
Yeah.
Plus, he always say he Jamaican.
Oh my gosh.
How do you pet that, though, you know?
I don't know. If I were a little kid, or if I were like just a little bit younger than I am now, or maybe even now, I would just sit there and like braid it.
You would braid it. It's a mop. Isn't it already in like something like
Well, I would take the individual mop strands and braid it.
Technically, in my opinion, this is pretty much dog dreads.
dog dreads?
It is.
Yeah, you remind me of my aunt's dog.
Okay. Well.
And my aunt's dog remind me of you.
Okay. Okay. This is great.
Yes. In my opinion, that dog to me is annoying. So you know.
What? No.
Oh my gosh.
No, he was annoying yesterday, but that's because he's afraid of like long black coats. Because the color black actually scares him. Well,
So what does he do when he closes his eyes? Does he just not blink or sleep?
Well, I don't know. It's a dog. Well, we was all dressed up black because it was a funeral.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
we had two people with really long, big black coats. And he was freaking out. We had to put him outside. And he's at the window howling like a wolf.
Oh my gosh.
That part didn't remind me of you. But he begs. He begs a lot.
Do I beg?
Yeah. No, it's just like you do. He begs a lot, but I don't know what you do, but you do it a lot.
Okay, I do something.
Yes, you do it a lot. I mean, if I had to choose, I probably would prefer the dog over you.
Okay. No, I would too, probably.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Mal's hair is fuchsia.
Yeah. And you were like, no, okay, at first you said it was like magenta, then you were like, just kidding, it's fuchsia, which,
Because I
if it's
remembered
anything, it's
fine.
more magenta than fuchsia.
Even though we looked this stuff up and you saw what magenta and fuchsia both look like, and
Yeah.
you still insist on being
And
wrong.
your opinion is still wrong. Okay, so at first your opinion was wrong, but that was because I forgot what hair looked like. Then I was going to agree that you are right, and then you were like, just kidding, I changed my mind, and then you were wrong again.
Let me cut you off right there. Do you know why a lot of people tend to not believe you when you are trying to tell them the truth or trying to, do whatever? It's because, one, you don't stick with it. You say it, then you switch it up, and you want to say it again, like, well, time out. And then, you don't have a lot of conversations. I'm sorry.
It's called, like, you have an opinion before you learn stuff, and then you learn the stuff, and then you have a different opinion because you learned stuff.
But then you go back to your original opinion. That's what you do. My point exactly. You're dismissed.
That's not what
You're
happened in this
dismissed. That means
case.
enough talking.
So that was that. Yeah, that was that. We have more topics planned to talk about tomorrow, so there is going to be another one of these. At least I think that's the current plan. We'll see if they get any better or worse, and if they get worse, then, well, if it gets worse, then I just won't upload it. But we do have some topics planned to talk about, so hopefully it will be at least somewhat interesting. All these conversations, by the way, happen within full earshot of my crush, and it's actually weirdly not embarrassing. I'm not sure why. I got nothing. I got nothing else. Watch Lemonade Mouth on Disney Plus, or the DVD if you have it. The extended edition is only on DVD. So, well, actually, you don't need to watch the extended edition. It just gives you one extra song, and it's not even a good song. But yeah, Lemonade Mouth for life. Determinate is not sexual. And, you can tell I recorded this right after the intro, can't you? Goodbye. This is the most, like, this is the most 1 a.m. video I've ever recorded. Goodbye, guys. See you next time. I can't believe I'm putting this on the internet. Oh my goodness. I'll see you next time. I said that already. Bye.